Yo, what up, squad? Hey man, welcome back to HOODROK Entertainment, the realest, dopest, that most active reaction channel on YouTube. Bruh, big facts. Bro, I was on a live stream earlier this morning and we started getting into, the cultural stuff and things like that. And I was talking on my live stream about how, in different countries, we all might have hoods, we all might have gangs and stuff, but the way the gangs operate and the way that the hood operates is dependent on the religion and the culture that dominates the area, right? So someone was telling me, bro, if you want to know about the real cultural shit that's happening in the, stuff like that that's happening in the hood, the underlying shit, then check this out. So I got this video here called The Rise of Sweden's Far Left Militants. Now, I don't know what the far left means, but I'm pretty sure that the far right, is some like racist type shit, right? Because in other countries, look, I can't even speak on experience with that shit, because I'm from New Zealand, bro, where we don't deal with race, you know what I mean? We do deal with it, bro, but not like the way other countries do, right? We deal with it in a different way. We're like 90% of gang members are Polynesians like myself. You know what I mean? 90% of people in prison are Polynesians like myself. Now that's, but we don't deal with it like y'all deal with it, bro. Y'all deal with it on some other level. So I'm gonna get into this, bro. I want to check this out. It's the weekend, bro, so I'm gonna start bringing back our weekend documentaries, bro, because we're more than just a music channel. You know what I mean? We react to more than just music. We react to sports, history, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get into this, bro. Run the numbers up on this. Hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss a drop. HOODROK Entertainment for attack, bro. Don't forget, if you have any input, bro, feel free to put it in the comment section. I don't know what's really going on and all that shit, so feel free to educate your boy. Alright, let's get it. Oh shit. Yeah, let me move my camera.
It's Mayday, and we're on our way to a small place called Jorn Shopping, where a far-right political party, the SVP, have gathered for a 300-man march through the streets. Now, they say they're demonstrating against the European Union. There's far leftists who are going to be there, who are also known for being quite extreme. There's violence on both sides. There's apparently going to be 400 police there, and it sounds like things are going to get quite serious.
Yeah.
Ali, how serious is extremism in Sweden?
I'm not even going to act like I know the difference, bro. I don't know the difference between the far left and the far right. I've just heard of the far right in other countries, but I don't know if it's the same. I don't know what the connection is, or even if there is a connection, right?
What do you think?
It's serious because it's growing. It's growing fast. I couldn't imagine something like this that's about to happen today would happen 5 years ago.
Damn.
In Europe, the rise of the far right has become impossible to ignore. With a massive increase in nationalist popularity over the last few years. In Sweden, though, the emergence of a left-wing extremist group has seen anti-fascists waging war against the far right.
Oh.
Known as the Revolutionary Front, the faction of militant socialists has now become one of the most...
So what is the difference, bro? Like, who supports what? What do they stand for?
...violent groups in Sweden. One of their affiliates was recently jailed for attempted murder after he stabbed a far-right supporter twice in the back. The Revolutionary Front formed in 2002, but their structure still remains shrouded in secrecy. Nobody knows exactly how many members they have.
Shit.
Estimates range from the hundreds to the thousands, and they're believed to operate in at least 5 different districts in Sweden. So with demonstrations across Sweden on the increase, we went to see if we could find the Revolutionary Front at the May Day rally.
We're in the front of the protest right now.
Everybody's lying down because they don't want the far right to move through here. And it seems like the police are just pushing forward now. And we'll see what happens, whether they let them lie there or whether they start moving them with force. But the far right are literally just on the other side of this police barrier.
We made our way to the front of the march to speak with the leader of the far-right nationalist party, the SVP.
What is the protest for today? Why have you marched?
The protest is about us showing that we want to leave the European Union.
All these people seem extremely angry that you're here. Why do you think that is?
You know, bro.
The far-right have become increasingly angry with immigration in Sweden, as nearly 50% of all asylum applicants were approved last year. As well as wanting out 50% of all far-right have become increasingly angry with immigration in Sweden, as nearly 50% of all asylum applicants were approved last year. As well as wanting out of the EU, SVP also runs a whites-only eugenics project and even wrote an open letter of support to Greece's neo-Nazi party, Golden Dawn.
What? Fuck the far right, bro. Suck my fucking dick. If that's what you're doing, if that's really what you're doing, bro, suck my dick, bro. If you support that Nazi shit, get the fuck up out of here, bro.
The Revolutionary Front say they're at war with the extreme far right, clashing with the political SVP and also with the militant Swedish resistance movement, whose leader is a convicted murderer.
What do you think is going to happen here today? Do you think it's going to kick off?
I hope so.
I hope
People
so.
have to know what's really going on today in Sweden.
Why are you playing cop here?
They gave permission Nazi scums to demonstrate.
What about the more militant left? Are they here?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know where they are.
The Revolutionary Front have never given a formal interview to the media and are notoriously hard to track down.
You've decided to protect your identity.
Because I've received threats in numerous accounts from these specific Nazis.
Why?
I take an active stance against racism and against Nazism, and that's enough for them to threaten my
That's
life.
what's up.
Are you affiliated with any specific far-left group?
I'm not. No, I don't represent any organisation. I speak for myself. Yeah.
And I think people have this idea that it's the far right versus the far left.
It's a very broad kind of resistance against them. It's not just.
I see, so you got the far left who are they've actually set themselves up to confront and fight against the far right. But then you've also just got regular people who don't agree with the far right shit, and you know what I mean, will just stand up anyway. I get it. So the far left, they're for immigration right, because yo, check this, bro. Like I said, I ain't even gonna try and act like I know, right? Because I have no idea, bro. I ain't even gonna try and act like I know what's going on over there. But when it comes to immigration, I don't like the word immigration, because we all live on the same planet, bro. We live on the same planet, bro. And we all have something to learn from each other, right? Now, I think the problem is integration. When you have immigration and you've got open borders, try and have something set up that help integrate these different, because you got to understand, the people that are coming into your country are from a whole different culture, they're from a whole different religion. If you're going to have open borders, you might want to have things and programs set up that help these people integrate into your society. Otherwise, because they don't speak the same language, they don't have the same culture, really, they don't do things the same way, all you're going to do is end up saying, yo, you can go down to the hood. No job for you, go to the hood. You don't know how to do things that way. So instead of doing all that, set something up, have programs set up to help these people integrate. Because there's nothing wrong with immigration, bro. People can live anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And you can't expect people just to move to your country and fit in. If you're going to have open borders, have something set up for these people that are coming across. Otherwise, don't have open borders like that.
Specific anti-fascist groups with their policies is violence against us. It's violence against
And don't forget, that's only my opinion, bro. Like, I'm not from Sweden. I don't have to live with that. I don't know, bro.
All of my friends who might be homosexual or just a different skin color.
Facts.
Whoa. The far right march has been allowed to move on, but the far left don't seem happy about it. There was a stun grenade thrown just 2 minutes ago. There's a lot of confusion, and the far right seem to be trying to tell the police what to do. Judging by people in masks, sunglasses, and the fact there's a lot of flashbangs going off, I think it's safe to say the Red Front are probably in attendance. Helmet on. Helmet on. Members of the far left started attacking members of the far right. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Police are in.
Surely you could sneak free. Surely you could bag back a little. Surely you could bag back a little. And then sort of creep out. And pop out where the far right are at. And pop out. Bam! And just hit one. Boom! 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 Stomp! 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 You know what I mean?
They're getting pissed off now. Seems that they're using the dogs more of a deterrent to disperse people away from the march. As it goes down here, they set the dogs on people here to move them out of the way, and then the far right march can pass freely.
Despite the aggression, the police managed to
Move them out of the way, and then the far right march can pass freely.
Despite the aggression, the police managed to stop any major violence breaking out at the march. But there's been an escalation in targeted attacks between the two sides. This footage of the Revolutionary Front smashing the home of a suspected fascist is one of the many attacks they film and publish on the internet. We met with a guy whose house is being trashed in this video. He asked us to withhold his name and identity for fear of further attacks, even though he denies being a member of any extreme right-wing groups.
I woke up one night to them smashing my front door in with an axe. And they also smashed my car the same night.
Yeah.
And tagged my door with RF. Basically, they opened those gates, went in, smashed the windows, and threw in the smoke grenade. And this is the same way they came when they smashed my place up.
Holy fuck.
We went to the court case where alleged members of the Revolutionary Front were on trial for ransacking the victim's home to see if we could get any closer to meeting them.
You're the accused. What are they trying to convict you with here?
Alltså, försök till mordbrand.
They seem to keep mentioning Revolutionary Front. Why is that?
Alltså det här är ju en rättegång med ett större sammanhang om man säger så. Ja, jag vet inte. Jag har varit dömd för brott mot nazister förut.
Do what you gotta do, my nigga.
And those guys in there seem to think you're part of SMR, is that correct?
They know that I'm a nationalist.
They seem to think that nationalist means neo-Nazi, racist.
I don't call me a racist.
Would you prefer Sweden if there was only one race?
Yes,
So what would you do with people that aren't, I don't know, white?
I want to send them home.
These are exactly the kind of views the Revolutionary Front are fighting against.
So after months of negotiation, the Rev Front have agreed to meet us, which is actually quite rare considering they're a far-left organisation. So we're going to go and meet them now. They said they're going to pick us up in a car, drive us to an unknown location, and hopefully the interview will take place there. A member of the Rev Front has picked us up now. We don't exactly know where we're going. It all feels quite secretive, but hopefully it's to meet other members of Rev Front. To gauge the level of security that these guys hold up, they've asked us to leave our phones in the car. We've been told to go up this slightly spooky tunnel We've got one guy down there who was our driver, essentially keeping guard, and we're told that there are Rev Front members at the top of this hill. So we're just going to go and meet them now. Seems like the prime location for a kid, to be honest.
Bruh. Yo, if this was in New Zealand, bro, I would definitely be saying hell fucking no, nigga. I ain't walking under no subway, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You don't walk under the subways here, bro. Like, you ain't doing that. That's definitely a no, bro. Like, you ain't walking under no. I'll be out your damn mind, bro.
Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for taking the time to meet us. Are we doing it in English, or you guys rather do it in Swedish?
Prefer it in Swedish.
Considering you two are members of Rev Front, if you could explain to us exactly what it is Rev Front stands for.
Fortfarande arbetarklassens intressen som alltid måste vara i första hand. Och därför så samarbetar vi mot ett gemensamt mål, att det är ett socialistiskt samhälle.
There are a lot of far-left groups who are pacifists and, you know, they condemn violence. Why did you guys specifically decide to take up arms against the fascists?
It's not good to use violence, but it's a tool, and when it comes to the anti-fascist war against the Nazi movement, we can't afford to think about the public opinion.
Vi ska inte prata 2000 nazister genom min stad. Det funkar inte så. Being a Nazi in Sweden today, it means a world full of hurt.
When you guys are fighting and stuff, what kind of weapons would you bring with you?
For self-defense, I only cause this tear gas, my homemade knuckles.
Homemade?
Yes, and if there are too many, I switch to the knife, you know, very sharp.
Could I see? Is that okay?
Are you sure you want the fingerprints on this?
Wow.
I'm good. No, I'm good.
I've read that some media reports will say you guys are essentially terrorists or you're extremists. What do you think to that?
The working class build this society. Every house you see, every road you see, the working class have built. And still.
Hey, yo. And I'm pretty sure they play with the straps too. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they fuck with the straps as well, bro. Like, I'm sure it wouldn't just be. No, shit, but he ain't gonna pull out no strap. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I have nothing to say about how this society is gonna progress. So if the same society that pieces me on an everyday basis call me a terrorist, then I'm feeling kind of proud, actually.
After meeting the Revolutionary Front, I couldn't help thinking that despite their willingness to use violence to combat fascism, the far right continues to gain popularity. The irony is that both sides claim to be fighting battles for the working class.
It's a tool, bro.
And their so-called war is playing out in ordinary towns and cities across Sweden. But with racial attacks on the rise, regardless of the politics, the sad truth about this wave of extremism is the only thing on the increase is the number of victims.
Whew. No facts. Yo, there's a couple other ones too that we're going to tap into. I keep thinking someone pulled up my driveway. I know I pulled up my driveway. No. But there's a couple other ones as well, bro, that I want to be tapping into. I want to be bringing more of these documentaries, things like that, bro. So make sure you hit the notification bell if you've got any that you want me to react to, bro. Like, I know there's the True Crime Sweden or Crime Sweden investigation or whatever the fuck it is. I know about that, so I'll definitely be bringing some of those. I've already got some in the playlist. You know what's up, bro. Run the numbers up on this. Bro, that's true. Look, I know about the gangs and stuff in Sweden. Look, just quickly. I know about the gangs in Sweden, but the whole fascist stuff, like, nah, bro, I knew nothing about that. And yo, it's kind of opened my eyes a little bit to what's going on over there. You know what I mean? When it comes to the whole racial issues and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have to tap into. It's gonna take more than one video to figure to sort of get in line what's happening. I know what bro. Nothing but love. HOODROK Entertainment for that. Stay safe, stay dangerous, and we out. Peace.